Hey, welcome to the Goat Cat Podcast, where we don't have any technical difficulties today. I'm your host, Austin.
It's going pretty smooth. I'm Sam.
And, hey, how was your week? You were gone for a few days.
I left Wednesday, went to New Orleans, and it was good. Like, we had a lot of fun. The city is, I'm sorry if you're from New Orleans, but it is disgusting.
No listeners from there yet, so we're
probably
good.
Not, no. But, I mean, I've pissed off quite a few people since coming back. So I'm like, I've been trying to, I guess, maybe like date this one guy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, I'm in New Orleans. Like, oh, how's New Orleans? Like, how do you like it? It's like, oh, it's trash. Like, it's full of the trashiest people I've ever met. It's just garbage.
Uh-huh.
He's like, well, half of my family's from there, and I love it. So, ... It's like, well, that was ruined.
It's like, well, maybe you can change my mind.
No, I'm kind of good with it. I was like, nah, I'm okay. It's like, oh god, does this mean like a lot more trips to New Orleans? I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, let's ditch this.
Like, fuck, I really almost went in the hole on that one.
I know. I'm glad I got this over with.
So you were there from Wednesday to Friday, right?
Wednesday to Friday afternoon. So like the only day we had to actually do stuff was Wednesday. So we got off the plane in New Orleans at 9 o'clock.
AM?
9 a.m. on Wednesday. So we had all day to do touristy stuff. We had a good time. We went on an old cemetery tour, like the above ground cemeteries, like the crypts kind of thing. Like
cool.
it was really cool. And we saw like all the famous graves there. Nicolas Cage has a grave there.
No shit.
Yeah, he bought it just in case, I guess.
It's
really ugly. It's like this massive like pyramid looking thing, and it's got some Latin letters on it, and they're saying like, oh, it's like a node to his time in National Treasure movies.
I was gonna say, is it National Treasure?
That's what it looks like. I wish I would have taken a picture of it, but that's exactly what it looks like, and it's just like a giant eyesore. It's disgusting.
Do you think he's like regretting that decision? Like, I don't want to be buried in New Orleans now.
Well, now like he bought. So there's this famous mansion in New Orleans about. You watch American Horror Story, right?
I haven't watched the last couple seasons.
Well, it's like the third one with the Coven in New Orleans.
I don't think I saw that one.
Oh, it's my favorite.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. But one of them, it's Kathy Bates' house. She's like a famous like socialite in the 1800s or 1700s, something like that. But she tortures her slaves, and it's based on a true story. And so this house is still standing in New Orleans, and Nicolas Cage used to own it.
Oh.
But then he had to sell it for tax reasons. So I'm wondering, like, can you sell like a grave plot?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you own it, right?
Well, he owns it, but he also like already put the little mausoleum on top of it and everything. So it's like,
you can get that.
I don't know if anyone's buried in there yet or not, like any members of his family or anything like that, because it's like a whole family thing.
Oh, it's a family one. It's not just like.
Well, I don't know for him, but like in the cemetery, like the guy, like our tour guide was saying, like there's like 25 bodies in each one of these. Like they're all family crypts.
I wonder if
anyone's buried there and if you can reuse that property. If someone's already been buried there, I don't know.
I bet you could be like, hey, I mean, grandma's...
I bet there's something. Yeah, you have to like go take them out or something.
I wouldn't even think that. I feel like if I could be buried next to Nick Cage, like, put me in there, he can stay, sort of deal. No?
But what if his family's in there and he doesn't die and you die, and so you're buried next to his like shitty family, but then he dies and wants to go to like LA or something?
Yeah, but still, you could be like that dude. Well, I know blah blah blah's brother through this guy, sort of deal. You know, it's like that 7 Ways to Kevin Bacon.
I guess.
You can go
7 Ways to be buried next to Nick Cage.
Yes, exactly. It's like, well, my uncle is actually buried next to his stepbrother who married in and then got a divorce. And they're like, oh shit.
And then Nick Cage decided he didn't want to be fucking buried there with all these random ass people.
Exactly.
Just abandoned his own tomb.
Or you can be like, what if he does like go back and visit? Like, yeah, like Nick Cage goes and visits my uncle every now and then. Yeah. But not for him.
Not for him, no. For the 18 relatives who's buried with him.
Exactly. But you could, if you wait long enough, you could see Nick Cage.
If you wait long enough,
yeah.
You'll be dead, but he'll be there.
True. It's like you could almost plan. Well, I guess you couldn't plan when he's going to be there. Like,
unless you murder Nick Cage.
Well, if you're part of the paparazzi, or he did some movie recently. It didn't go to theaters. It was like straight to DVD.
Straight to VHS.
But like apparently it's really good. It's called like Mandy, and like I watched the trailer for it. It has like 88% fresh on Rotten
I can't
Tomatoes.
remember the last time I watched a Nick Cage movie that wasn't National Treasure.
Have you seen Face Off?
No, I haven't. It's on Netflix, but I haven't. Is that John Travolta?
Yes.
I don't like John Travolta. He makes me very uncomfortable.
We'll get back to that in a second. But he's like on some movie, 88% French, called Mandy. And I was like, oh, like, it's pretty cheap on iTunes. And I'll, like, check it out. I just watched the trailer. I was like, I don't know if I can get into this. It's like crazy Nick Cage for the whole movie, it looks like. Insane.
Isn't that the best Nick Cage?
It's like, yeah. I was going to say it's like Face Off Nick Cage, but you haven't seen Face Off. But, I don't know, it just didn't look like it enticed me enough. Like, it looked too wild. Like, it looked like a devil nightmare dream of blood everywhere.
See, I think I'd dig it.
Oh, okay.
I think I'd dig it.
I'll show you the preview or the trailer after this, and you let me know.
I think I'd dig it. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's something I would like.
But I remember I loved Face Off as a kid. Like, that movie was awesome. Just
Alright,
takes
I'm gonna watch it.
Well, you know what the premise is, right?
Someone gets their face taken off and somebody has to wear it. Correct?
So,
is it like a hide from somebody with a different face type of thing?
no. So, like, Nick Cage is, like, some huge mob boss, like, killer. Okay. And John Travolta is, like, a police officer who's been hunting this guy. Kind of like a Batman situation. Like, it's been internally eating him up. Because, like, the dude...
It's his nemesis. He's got to get him one day.
And it's like killed his son sort of deal. So that's why he's constantly after him. Well...
See, I would flip it the other way. I'd say John Travolta was the mob boss and Nick Cage was trying to kill him.
But, so this is what happens. This is the twisty point.
You ruined the movie for me?
No, this is like...
you ruined Black Panther?
What happens in Black Panther?
I don't remember.
Exactly. So, he has to... So Nick Cage is still alive and they're like, hey, John, we need you to do this, like, top secret mission. We want you to take his face, put it on you, go inside the Supermax prison, and, like, get all this information from his brother, sort of deal.
So he has to pretend to be this guy's brother?
Yes. Like this crazy guy that killed your son. You have to go in the Supermax.
Pretend to be him. That's weird.
Exactly. And so what happens, so you have to change your whole body composition too, right?
And I think of, like, two very different people when I think of Nick Cage and John Travolta. Like, they couldn't have made a harder movie to do.
And it's awesome.
I bet, yeah, because that's got to be, like, the whole premise.
So then Nick Cage's character wakes up and he forces the doctor puts John Travolta's face on him. And so now Nick Cage is John Travolta and John Travolta is Nick Cage. It's pretty awesome.
It's so confused, but I have to watch it.
Some good acting. Like, for a 90s movie.
It's like good acting for these two terrible actors.
I like Nick Cage. He wasn't great in Ghost Rider, but he was... What was that dumbass movie?
I like Nick Cage, too.
Yeah. Well, National Treasure, obviously.
National Treasure is a great movie. Like, I grew up on that shit. But Con Air is a great movie.
Con Air was something else as a child.
That's a great movie.
I love that.
I got you a teddy bear.
Yeah. I haven't watched that shit in forever.
As cash rains down from the sky. I got you a teddy bear.
Don't. This isn't me. Like,
I love it so much.
And then, like, the girl grabs it. I love it.
I know.
It's like, as a kid, I didn't understand what that meant. I was like, I wouldn't want that shit from my dad.
But now as an adult, it's like, Daddy.
I'm like, all right.
I'll take a bloody teddy bear from my dad any day if he tells me he loves me.
For sure. That's how I feel when my cats take a toy I give them, and they love it.
It's like, oh.
We actually got our animals, like, new toys. And when my dog Axel gets a new toy, he does, like, tippy tap paws. Like he'll, like, tippy tap and then, like, he'll prance down the hallway. It's so adorable. It's like my favorite moment of my dog. I mean, you've seen my apartment. It's not super big, so that hallway.
And he's massive.
He's 60 pounds.
So big.
He's bigger than your cats, obviously.
I know, but I think he's so big because he has so much hair.
Oh yeah, true.
He's so fluffy.
He's wide.
Yeah, he's a sturdy boy.
Yeah, yeah.
There ain't no knocking him over.
Well, we thought he was, like, kind of fat, so we shaved him down. Like the first summer we got him, and nah, he's actually pretty lean. It's just fur.
Hair. It's hair. It's nothing but hair.
But yeah, it's so funny. Like this big old dog prancing down this, like, skinny hallway. It's adorable.
No.
Speaking of movies, actually, let's just continue on with, like, your whole New Orleans thing. So, Cemetery, Nick Cage's grave.
Cool. It was really cool. We saw, like, a voodoo queen's grave. That was really cool.
Did you see any, like, voodoo temptress? Is that what you would call them?
practitioners.
There you go.
We went to like a bunch of voodoo stores. It was really cool. It's apparently like a big thing down there.
Oh, I bet.
And it's like you can't like take pictures or do anything in the stores. Like
really?
You have to keep your phone in your pocket. Like it's really like a big deal.
Huh.
Because like these people, it's what they do. They're into it, man.
Like, are they? I imagine it's kind of the size of this room, but cramped with like junk.
Yeah, just covered.
Okay.
Just covered, and just like trinkets and knickknacks and.
Are they like super expensive?
Oh yeah, it's all expensive because it's all for tourists. You know, they're none of it real. You know, it's all for tourists and shit. But yeah, and it all smells like incense, and you just kind of like get lightheaded when you walk in there.
Dude, that's the voodoo on you.
It's kind of like almost like euphoric. It's just like.
You think that's what they do?
But then you walk out in the street and it smells like vomit again. You're just like, oh.
You think they like kind of do that on purpose? Like give you this euphoric feel when you walk in?
Of course.
Like, oh shit, the witchcraft is on me.
Oh, of course. It's got to be some kind of show. Because you're buying the shit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, if this, I can make my whole home feel like this. Oh my god, all the voodoo.
Give me all the voodoo. Voodoo donuts.
They don't have a voodoo donut.
I feel like if they had a voodoo donuts there, it wouldn't do well.
I have a feeling because it's all about beignets.
Oh yeah, did you had some, right?
Shit, yeah.
How were they?
They were really good.
Like, describe a beignet to me. I've never had one.
It's a lot denser than you think it would be. It's just like a fried donut covered in powdered sugar. That's all it is. French fried donut covered in powdered sugar. But what you don't realize is it's not airy. It's not fluffy.
That's what I would think.
It's pretty dense. Like when you bite into it, there's no air pocket. I assume there'd be an air pocket.
Yes, that's what I assume too.
Yeah, no. It's all dough.
Really?
Yeah. And you get 3 of them on a plate.
Sounds like all you need.
More so. Like more than you think. But it's 3 on a plate covered in powdered sugar. Like it's, like an inch thick of powdered sugar. And when you tip it over, it's so thick and caked on there that it doesn't even fall off. You have to like tap it. And it like falls off like a donut. It's so freaking good.
Is it?
But then you get 3 to a plate. You order at Cafe au lait. It's just like a French coffee with chicory in it, so it's like a little spicy. It's really good. It's really good. So I just took like the bunch of the powdered sugar that fell off the donuts and like mixed it in the coffee.
That sounds pretty smart.
That was good.
I like that.
And then my coworker who went with me, because it was a work trip, was like, "Do you want some sugar or something for your coffee?" He's like, "Fuck no, this is like really good." Just like pure powdered sugar that's been, covered on fried dough. Of course, I'm gonna mix that into my coffee.
That sounds a lot better than just regular sugar.
Oh, totally. Because it like changed like the consistency of the coffee. It made it kind of like creamy.
Yes, that's what I would imagine.
Yeah, and it was already like creamy coffee because it's Olay, so it's got like it's already has stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
But it changed it, so I can't describe it. Like the texture of coffee wasn't the texture of coffee.
Nice.
It was so good.
I think I don't think I would have ever thought to put powdered sugar in there like that. Or was it just like spur of the moment, like?
No, I didn't think about it either, but it was just like on my plate, and the plate was covered in it.
Right.
And so the sugar was all the way across the table, so I could have like got up and reached for it, but I could have also just taken my spoon, scooped up some powdered sugar from my plate, and just bloop. And it sounded like a dang good idea, and it was.
That sounds like a great idea. I would, like I said, I don't even think to do that.
And it was so, like, everything was so hot. And, like, we just had dinner. Like, we just had po' boys.
Oh.
So, like, we just had, like, a big fried bread dinner. And then we walked, and then we got more fried bread. It was so good. And then we walked down off the French Quarter kind of area, to a place called Frenchman Street. And it's just nothing but, like, artist markets and, like, jazz playing. It was really cool. Went to a club called the Spotted Cat.
How was that?
Pretty cool.
A lot of spotted cats, or just
not like animal. I did see one kitty. I saw one kitty in the parking lot next to the Spotted Cat.
Was it like attacking a rat?
No, I think he was waiting for the humans to leave so he could go to work.
Oh, okay.
It's like, fucking people.
Ruining my day.
Get out of here. Scaring away all my rats.
Did you pick up any trinkets for the house, or did you just...
Yeah, I got a few things. I got a gemstone kitty cat. Because he said, like, oh, it's from the voodoo shop. It's like, oh, you can put... Yeah. It's like, oh, you can, like, if you touch it to your pet, like, it takes the spirit of your pet, puts it in this thing, and it keeps it safe. Like, in case something happens. They have, like, spare spirit stuck in this thing. So if they get sick or anything, you can just give it back from this stone. So, I don't believe in any of that shit, but I'm not going to knock it either.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play the fence on this stuff, so,
So you got a spirit over there? Can it hold multiple spirits, or is it just...
I mean, I tried.
One
I
spirit
just,
per cat?
put it on each kitty cat nose and said, you know what, let's try it.
So, what happens, say...
If the wrong spirit gets into the wrong
right,
cat?
Exactly.
I don't know. I'm trusting on voodoo to keep that shit together.
I would assume that they don't have that shit unlocked inside the crystal. Because that's part of the voodoo-ness, right? Hey, we can hold it, but we don't know what's going to get out.
Probably. That's probably why I need to learn voodoo, so I can figure that out. But, we're just going to play it by ear, see what happens. And I got some paintings from the art market and, all kinds of stuff. I got a book on a voodoo queen.
Oh, yeah?
Pretty cool.
Coloring book?
No.
Okay.
It's a novelization of her life. I'm pretty stoked for it.
Nice. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So, speaking of coloring books, I didn't know what to get my mom for Christmas last
Nice.
Christmas. I bought her a coloring book.
Nice.
But, she's always doodling. I thought this would be a great idea.
Yeah.
I don't know what to fucking get her.
Like the adult coloring book?
Because she travels a lot, and she doesn't have Wi-Fi
Oh,
or
yeah.
anything like that. So I was like, all right, maybe this will help keep her busy instead of Candy Crush.
I hear you.
I don't know if she used it.
Oh.
I know.
I got one for my grandma, too, and I'm pretty sure she just put it in a drawer. It's fine. It's the thought that counts.
Well, my wife, she got one for herself, sort of. She's like, I'm going to do it because I don't want to, be on my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't touch that shit.
Exactly.
It's like, you need a coloring book on your phone,
Yeah.
so you can be on your phone, kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah. I have one over there.
Oh, nice.
I've used it a couple times. I used to keep it at work because I worked really long hours during sessions, so I'd have something to do while I watch Netflix. And, but now, I'm not at work a lot, so I just leave it here. I'll probably take it back to work in January.
Is that when y'all get busy again?
Yeah.
What is it? Is it a...
City landscapes.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It's pretty cool. I mean, that's, obviously, what I like to, do.
Yeah.
But no, it's pretty cool. It's really, detail-oriented.
I think I got my mom, aquatic fish or something. Something ocean blue.
Something funky.
Yeah.
Like it.
So I don't know if she used it a lot.
You never know.
Well, shit, was that about it for your trip?
Yeah, it was really nice. We had a lot of good food. We walked a lot. I think we walked 9.5 miles the first day.
Jesus.
It was crazy. But
How far was your hotel?
There's something called the CBD, the Central Business District.
That's not what I thought.
Exactly. So I was very confused. So I had to ask our Uber. So just as a thing, New Orleans has been the best city I've ever been to for Uber drivers.
Really?
Every single one was super polite, super helpful. Because they all were born and raised in the city. They knew exactly where to tell me to go. For food, every food recommendation we had was off the freaking chart.
Nice.
Everything was killer. It's the best city I've ever been in for Uber drivers. And that's over DC, Chicago, LA, Pasadena, Austin. All these places, New Orleans had the best freaking Uber drivers. So good job on that. It's
nice.
the best compliment I can give to New Orleans besides the food. And the architecture is gorgeous. Pretty to look at. Absolutely gorgeous.
Nice.
Just if you can do it with a face mask on. It smells so bad.
Yeah,
when you walk, it's fried food, delicious, delicious. Diarrhea. Holy shit, that was a transition. It's not good.
Oh, what did you eat? Any jambalaya or anything like that?
We went to the restaurant the first day, and my coworker was like, "Oh, I'll just get the chef special, whatever it is." And it's nah, I know what I'm here for. So I'll just get the sampler platter of whatever.
Oh.
And so it was just a bowl of shrimp creole, bowl of etouffee, bowl of dirty red beans and rice, just samples of everything. It's I want 2 spoonfuls of everything.
That's kind of cool.
It was really good.
It's pretty smart too.
Really
no, I don't want a big portion.
Yeah, I want to try everything. I want a shot glass full of everything. So I discovered an idea. So if I ever go crazy and just move to New Orleans, which I'm hopefully never, but if this happens, I know what type of business I'm going to go into.
Uber?
No. Cajun tapas.
Okay.
So just little bites of everything. Little bitty bites.
Would you be like a food truck?
No, I think I'd be a window.
Oh, okay.
You can come up to me and say, "Hey, I want to try blah 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 blah," and I just hand it to you in a little plastic shot, and you can just take it on your way. Just go. There's no seating. Just go.
I kind of like that, and I almost don't like it. Not saying it's a bad idea. It's just I feel where would it be? On Bourbon Street, or would you be off?
I'd want to be off.
Okay.
I'd want to be off. I don't want to serve my food with that smell.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, no, I'd want to be off. We found a hipster neighborhood, so I'm probably in there.
So you probably know the layout better than I do of where you'd want it.
We found a hipster neighborhood. I think we'd be fine.
Nice. How many would it just be straight Cajun food, or would you try to put some Tex into it?
I think it'd just be straight up Cajun. It just sounds easier.
Does it?
Sounds easier to sell.
What if you just put it in a taco instead of a shot?
I don't want that.
No?
I don't want a Creole taco.
How do you know?
I can
You
taste
put powdered sugar in your coffee.
That is so not the same thing as putting like Creole shrimp in a tortilla. Actually, I'd probably eat it.
See? Exactly. You're like, fuck, that's a good idea.
Talking through it, I'd probably eat it, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It'd probably be really good. You'd probably sell it for like $7.
Hey, we should move to New Orleans. Hey, let's quit this. Hey, this is the last episode. We're going to open up a Creole shrimp taco.
We're just going to be goat cat tacos.
There you go. We're going to make some real money now.
Yeah.
This was for fun, but later, guys.
Yeah. But then we're going to get famous and then we're going to come back.
Oh, well, famous is such a strong word. I'm famous in my own way already.
Famous goat cat taco.
Yeah. Oh, shit. I'm glad you had a good time. I was kind of stuck in the area. It was, so like I said, I'm still in college. It was an actually pretty easy week. I was surprised. And I have midterms next week, but I don't have anything test-wise.
Sweet.
That's what I said. But
midterms were never really a big issue for me either.
Well, it was like 2 weeks ago. I was like cramped. Like the week before my car broke down, it was insane. Of like tests, paper. I think I had like 4 papers and 3 tests that like within a week.
Sounds miserable.
And each paper was like 3 to 4 pages. My rhetorical criticism class, they needed like 10 sources. I was like, easy, dog. Like
10?
Well,
that's a lot.
It is a lot, but what it's adding up to is at the end, we're going to need 20 sources. So we're just hoping that with assignment 1, we'd get a bulk of them.
Oh.
Sort of deal.
Gotcha.
But the problem is, like, I put down 10 sources. I probably only used like 4 in my paper. Like, I know that's not how it works, but I made it look like...
It's like, that's not how it works at all.
No, I know. But, no, for sure. But a lot of the sources I used took the same ideas. So I could...
So it was more just like you didn't want to repeat yourself.
Correct.
It was just like affirming your idea, but you didn't want to repeat it in the paper.
Correct.
Gotcha.
So, and I was like, hey, I looked at all these things, and we're good.
I used them. They did source me.
Yes.
For information. They just reaffirmed my beliefs.
Yes, for sure. It is cool. The teacher's letting us choose, like our artifact, is what we call them. When we do rhetorical criticism.
Neat.
Did you take that?
Nope.
Okay, good. I was like, am I preaching to the choir?
No.
Okay.
I wasn't a comm major. I have no idea.
You're not?
No, I was a creative writing major.
That's right. So, say like this iPhone is like considered an artifact or text that we would describe, analyze, some other bullshit, and then write a whole thing about. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Cool.
Over my artifact in quotes.
What's your artifact?
I chose a video game called BioShock, so it does a lot with like political and what's the word? Idealisms. So
that's cool.
It's kind of cool. Yeah, it's a lot deeper. So whenever I told him about it, he was like, "Oh, this is different, and I've never read anything like this before." So I'm kind of excited to see it. And so
that's good.
Yeah, I'm like, all right,
it's good.
And I've gotten some good grades on the last couple papers. What I hate is my fucking ethics teacher. She gave me a trash ass grade for no reason.
Uh-oh.
And she's like over here criticizing me, like, oh, blah blah, you need to fix this and that. But then my actual comm teacher is like, this is really good stuff. Fucking hate teachers. Fucking ethics bitch. You know who you are. If you're listening to this,
why? And also
go broaden your horizons somewhere else.
You bitch.
Oh, drives me nuts. I hate when teachers like. Oh, I was so mad at her. Like, my wife was getting mad at me because I was bitching so much.
Oh, wow.
She's like, you just need to go talk to her. I was like, if I talk to her, she'll call me a sexist and blah, blah, blah. Like, I was just so mad.
So but has nothing to do with anything?
Oh, absolutely not. So, I was just really mad.
I do that too. I was like, she probably hates me.
Yeah, for sure.
You idiot.
So, I had that going on. I had a nice, easy week, and then me and the wife had a date night Friday. Went and saw Venom.
Nice. Sounds like a good date night movie.
Well, she's into Marvel movies.
Sounds super romantic.
Hey, I'm sorry. No. You weren't out smelling shit on fucking whatever street, Bourbon Street.
Bourbon Street. Yeah, no, I feel you.
Yeah. So we haven't seen a movie in a hot minute, so we went to the Alamo Draft House and we spent way too much money.
Always.
Well, we usually don't, but we couldn't help it because we had to see it so late. Like there was a 5 o'clock movie, and like she gets off at 5, so the next showing was 8
Friday.
Yeah. And so I kind of like
drinks, food.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it was like drinks. We were super hungry, so we got an appetizer. We wanted the main course, obviously.
Yeah.
And one of the special treats was like cookies. Like they had like special cookie. Have you
For Venom?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, well, shit, got to do that. And yeah, it was like 50-something bucks.
I was gonna say $50, $60.
Yeah.
I like Draft House, but I also get all my tickets for free.
What?
Because my friend Dagger works there. So like I just like send a text like, hey, I want to see this. Like, okay, you can have my comp ticket.
Nice. That's
so
cool.
I get the comp ticket. So all I have to buy is like food or drink. But if he, is not gonna stay around for work very often, he gets a staff meal. So if he doesn't want a staff meal, like I get free food and ticket.
Which one does he work at? Slaughter?
Yeah.
Fuck, I need to
see a 6'5" tall skinny noodle. Just say, hey, Dagger, friends with Sam, hook me up.
And then he'd be like, no.
No, he would. He's so sweet.
I know. I met Dagger a couple of times, but I don't want to be that guy. Like, hey, I know Sam, and by the way, I know what you do. So what up?
Hook me up.
Because I would love to hook up people at my job, but it just doesn't work like that sort of deal.
I don't have any hookup.
You had that cool. We had Studio One for a while.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah,
that's about all the perks I have.
And that's pretty. You have parking downtown.
It's true.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's true.
Speaking of downtown, pregnant pause. Texas is in it still.
Goddamn.
Oh my gosh. Sam's favorite part of the podcast. We're talking about sports for a hot second.
Football.
Yeah, so good win for us. Actually, it's not a good win. We looked like shit. Our top quarterback, or our starting quarterback, he got hurt, shoulder injury. We had to bring him back up. And everyone...
So you might as well put him down after that. He's done.
No, he'll be back. We have a bye week next week, so don't worry, you have to hear about this shit.
Is that like an off week or what?
Yeah, bye week. So
okay.
Be chilling next week. So they said it's a sprain in the shoulder, so they're saying they're hoping he throws by the end of next week, which means he should be good for the following week. So good for us. And everyone was wanting this backup quarterback to start, sort of deal, because he's a junior. What the fuck?
I have no idea what that was.
If y'all didn't hear that, there was a weird noise.
It's haunted. We're close to Halloween.
It's a voodoo. It's a voodoo cat.
I brought Cajun voodoo into this house. So
Cajun voodoo?
I brought Cajun voodoo into this house, and now I don't know what's going to happen.
So
the cat up from his nap, though.
Did he?
Well, that one.
Well, not that one.
No, that one doesn't give a fuck.
He's in the sleepies.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see why he's a backup quarterback. I can tell you that because we barely won. It was.
Was this OU or no?
No, we were playing
Baylor. Last week?
Yeah,
okay.
We're playing Baylor this week. It was one of those teams that we should have just ran up 40 points on and called it a day. It was too close for comfort, and my Get Lit Saturday schedule was kind of thrown off. We weren't with the normal crew, and we had to go somewhere and watch it. We went to the park on Lamar and watched it. And I'm not a big fan of that place.
Yeah.
It's not, but whatever. I was watching with some friends.
Especially during ACL weekend.
It wasn't crowded in that aspect.
But just like getting two places in Austin just sounds miserable, like the past 2 weekends.
Well, just watching sports at home is much better than spending, and that's another thing, I don't want to spend that much money on more food. It's like when I can spend $20 instead of $50. So, but it's still good. We get to hang out with some friends. But the game dragged on for like 4 hours.
It's too long.
Yes, exactly.
It's too damn long.
And I think it was like by like the start of third quarter, like I could look around the table and people were wanting to leave.
Yeah.
But they weren't like, they didn't want to be the...
They want to be the party poopers.
Yeah.
They want to be the first ones to peace.
And I was like, come on, peace out, dog.
Be the first one. Come on.
Don't make me the bad guy.
Yeah.
But it was good. We won. No big deal. It just solidified that I like sitting on the couch watching football games instead of going places.
I feel you.
So.
I don't like going places either.
True. Hey.
I don't like going anywhere.
I know there's a hard walk to
Las Vegas.
Yeah.
It's a hard 2-minute walk. Yeah.
You were lucky to be that close to a taco place like that.
Yeah, I know. And we got a barbecue place on the other side.
What is it?
We got a liquor store. We got a bar.
What kind of barbecue?
It's called AJ's. It's really good. There's something on the menu that I created.
Tater tots?
Stoner Mac Haystack.
Oh, okay.
It's macaroni and cheese covered with brisket, jalapenos, and barbecue sauce on an order of French fries.
Jesus, sounds amazing. I'm not a big jalapeno guy.
You can take those off.
Yeah.
They're an option.
Everything else, I would fucking demolish that shit.
Yeah, Stoner Mac Haystack.
Ugh. That's like a tempting thing right now.
I don't know if AJ's is open at 10:45. But
Hey,
you have to remember we're also recording in the morning now.
Yeah, so if we sound a little groggy / tired / we want to watch Face Off.
Yeah,
that is why.
That's why.
But back to the movie, Venom, I'd say like 7 out of 10. It was really good in that aspect for not being like Marvel produced. Mm-hmm. So it's produced by Sony. And yeah, it was kind of slow, but it's an origin story, so what do you expect?
Oh, there are going to be more of them?
Oh, yeah. So
okay. So Tom Hardy's officially part of the
not
superhero universe.
Well, I mean, I guess he was when he was Bane in Batman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I forget that was Tom Hardy.
Yeah. Did you watch that movie?
I did. I saw all of those Batmans.
Those are good.
I liked them a lot. I mean, they came out when I was in, like, high school, so, I mean, of course, like, I'm going to watch all of them. Like, Batman Begins is really good, but super slow.
Yeah.
And then, of course, like, The Dark Knight. I just saw, like, the other day.
So
like,
good.
On Netflix. But, I mean, that's such a good movie.
Yeah, I haven't rewatched the last one yet.
I haven't either. That's the one it's not on Netflix, and that's the one I haven't, like, rewatched. But I remember it being a phenomenal movie.
Yes. And, I don't really care for the ending on it too much. It was kind of...
I don't quite remember.
Oh, well, Black Panther dies.
God damn it.
No, but I liked it a lot. And so, like, the only thing is now is, like, he's just not part of that MCU universe with Spider-Man and Thor and all that other shit.
Right.
So, the characters they're going to have to use are, like, almost way off that people don't really know about.
It's going to be, like, secondhand.
Well...
And Spider-Man can't...
Right, Spider-Man
can't be in the Venom film.
And they kind of discussed that a little bit in the movie, like how I guess it doesn't really ruin anything because you know that the setting's in San Francisco, but Spider-Man's set in New York.
Oh, I assumed it would be in New York. I had no idea it was set in San Francisco.
Oh no, it's in San Fran. You can tell, and like they even state that in the movie. He's
that's
like,
cool,
because he was like, oh yeah, I got kicked away from my old job in New York, and that's why I ran to San Francisco. So it's like, oh, Spider-Man came to San Fran.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So the next movie we want to watch is A Star Is Born.
I really do not want to see that.
Yeah, you said that last time. I was hoping you'd change your mind.
No.
No? Is it the nose still?
No, I just not a fan. I don't care.
I'll let you know if it's good.
I don't care to see it. Like I know how it ends already. Like I just.
What?
I heard spoilers. Yeah.
Oh, don't ruin it for me.
No, I won't.
No.
Black Panther. I won't Black Panther it for you.
That was you walking into that one.
No, I know how it ends, and I'm a huge Lady Gaga fan. I think she's super talented, and I've seen her acting in American Horror Story. Like she's fine, she's a good actress, but as a singer, like as Lady Gaga, you know, whatever, she is what she is. She's an attraction, but if you see her, like Stephanie Garamada, whatever her last name is, if you see her singing with like Tony Bennett, like jazz and like pop, like really popular music, like it's so good.
Yeah.
Like I saw it on PBS and I could not like change the channel. She just had me riveted. So I can only imagine her performance is just as good. But I still can't get over Bradley Cooper.
Her voice is phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
Like
she's gorgeous.
People are raving about the soundtrack to the movie.
I hope she gets an Oscar nod. I think she deserves it.
Well, you don't even watch the movie, so maybe her acting's like totally shit.
Oh, I don't care.
Oh, okay.
I just think Lady Gaga.
You just want the nod?
I just think Lady Gaga deserves it. She's been through it a lot.
Like the meat dress a lot?
Well, that was a lot. But I think as an actor, musician, and just whatever, I think she just deserves it. She does so much. And I think she gets very little credit. She gets so much credit for being weird.
Yes.
She doesn't get enough credit for being incredibly talented.
Okay.
And I just want her to have the recognition that she deserves.
I could see that.
For not being weird, but for being talented and also weird.
I like that. That's a good synopsis.
Yeah. I just want her to be recognized. She doesn't have to win. Just like acknowledge that she is fucking talented.
Hey, we saw that you did this thing out of your comfort zone and killed it, but you're not gonna win.
Here,
sort of.
You know, we're gonna Leo you until.
Oh,
we're gonna Leo you until you've paid your dues.
She'll never get Leo'd. Leo got Leo'd so hard.
Yeah.
Like
he didn't. I never saw The Revenant.
Me either.
But he deserved it for so many other things. Django.
Yes. So you know what?
Deserved it for Django.
You know in Django, whenever his hand was all bloody?
Yeah, that's real. That's so real.
That was an accident, and he just went on through.
And then like rubbed blood all over her face. Like, you deserve an Oscar for that. That is what people get Oscars for. Why didn't you get it?
You think it was because like I realize it's acting, but him dropping the N-word?
I don't know, but I think for acting, like, that's what makes a good actor.
No,
willing
for sure.
to do it. Like, I think he should have gotten it for that.
But I wonder if it's just like the Academy Award didn't want to like.
No, I wonder if it's because it was a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Oh, yeah, true.
And they just wanted to like not.
Isn't he only making like
that.
8 movies?
I have no idea. I know there's like a thing to it. He makes very few movies, but there's like a certain number he needs to hit, and then he's gonna stop.
Yes, yeah, I think it's like 8. I know this is gonna sound off, or 12. Pretty big gap.
Nice.
But so he's done.
I know there's a set number. I knew that.
Okay, yeah.
But I don't know what number we're up to.
I don't either. So there's Django.
Mm-hmm.
There's Kill Bill 1, 2.
Mm-hmm.
I think he wants to make a third one.
I never made it through the second one.
Yeah.
Blood makes me nervous. Blood makes me like pass out.
Mm-hmm.
So
he
it's
did
very uncomfortable for
Pulp
me.
Fiction, right?
Yeah.
He did Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
Hateful Eight.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
I'm sure there is.
You think so? I mean, we know he's limited on his...
No, I'm sure there is. Pardon my clacking. I'm going to look this up.
But, yeah. I remember Kill Bill... Did he do Sin City? No, he did not.
That was Frank Miller.
There you go. Or is it based off Frank Miller?
Oh.
Comics.
You know, I really don't know. So we're just going to go to IMDb and find out.
Quentin Tarantino.
All right, so we got Reservoir Dogs. Untitled Star Trek project. Kill Bill 3. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I knew that was a thing. Hateful Eight. Django. Kill Bill. There's so many Kill Bills. What is going on? Inglourious Bastards.
He did that?
Yeah.
Oh, he wrote it.
Doesn't that... So are we just looking for directing?
I think that's his gig, right? He did From Dusk.
We don't do any research for this. He did CSI?
He did a story.
Reservoir Wolves.
I can't imagine that being good.
Natural Born Killers. I remember that. True. 21 credits. So, I mean... But that's also like, you know, CSI.
Oh, he did do Sin City. Jesus.
ER? What?
So
I think he's only counting certain things in his...
I get, yeah, he has to.
Like in his repertoire for...
Titled Star Trek project. He doesn't seem like a Star Trek kind of guy.
Or it's going to be the best Star Trek movie you've ever seen. But I really enjoyed the first two.
But could you imagine a Star Trek movie directed by him? Like
It'd be
Kill Bill?
intense.
It'd be weird. Like super weird.
Oh yeah, but I think it'd be kind of good. Like I think I'd watch it.
I think anyone would watch it, but
Yeah.
then they'd be like, maybe we shouldn't.
No, or they'd be super fucking into it. Like when people heard that Disney was taking over Star Wars.
They haven't been as good. They haven't been as good though.
I don't know. Rogue One, all the way.
Rogue One's good. It's
great movie.
It's way different.
Oh, but I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
I've loved it more than any of the other ones.
I think The Last Jedi is now on Netflix.
It is.
Oh, I might rewatch that one. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great.
Yeah, no, I mean it was a Star Wars movie.
It was Star Wars.
Yeah. It was something that I could always put on when I'm cleaning the house and be perfectly fine that it's on. That's how I feel about Star Wars.
Oh, speaking of that, not Star Wars in general, but Netflix. I finally finished up New Girl, guys. Emotional. Is it still? So is it going on TV right now?
No, it's done.
Completely done?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's over.
No.
Yeah, it's over. Last season was like this year. It's over.
But so season 7. There's only 6 seasons on Netflix.
There's one on Hulu.
Like a season 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like set in the future.
Okay, so that should be coming to Netflix.
But there's only like 8 episodes.
What?
Because they wrapped it up. It got canceled very quickly, so they had to like wrap it up.
How did that get canceled?
I know, it's a great show.
It's. Why did I start this shit? I'm in pain.
Yeah, no.
What do you mean
it's
8
done.
episodes?
It's done. It's short.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and it wraps it up in a nice little package. It's good.
Alright, as long as...
I cried like a freaking baby, though. I, like, during every episode, I was like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
I cried. Yeah, I love those guys so much.
Well, I guess it'll probably be on Netflix by next summer.
It's on Hulu right now. Just watch it.
I hate commercials on Hulu.
Oh, I have commercial-free Hulu. I pay like $12 a month.
I don't want to be in that hole.
Just watch it on mine.
I have Hulu though.
Oh my god.
Well, I don't have Hulu. My wife.
So watch New Girl, finish New Girl, and switch automatically to Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I don't know.
It's a great show.
Didn't that get canceled and then just got brought back?
Yeah.
How great could it be then?
It's really good. I was very skeptical because I'm not a huge fan of Andy Samberg.
Mm-hmm.
But
you told me this last time.
It's phenomenal. And they do a crossover episode with New Girl, and so you have that on Brooklyn Nine-Nine to look forward to as well.
Do they bring Nick in?
No, it's just Jess.
Jessica?
It's just Jess.
Well, because she was in a crossover episode, or he was in a crossover episode on New Girl.
Yeah, and so now I get the other side of the story.
Oh, okay.
It's really good.
Oh, so it kind of meshes them together.
Yeah. There's
nice.
2 crossovers. So you have the Brooklyn Nine-Nine story, and then you have the New Girl story. You've already seen the New Girl story.
Right.
Now you gotta see the Brooklyn Nine-Nine story.
Man, I started to catch up on The Walking Dead. That new season's on, Hey Siri, don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to watch that, catch up on that.
I haven't watched it since like 2014, 2015.
It's so weird. It's always like...
I'm just kind of over it. I really don't care anymore.
I'm not.
I'm over it.
It's always like... So on AMC, they always do like a mid-season finale, which I hate. Don't do that shit.
And they take like a month vacation and then they come back.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Why do you do that? Just continue
They did it with every show. They did it with Breaking Bad. Did it with Mad Men all the time. It's just AMC. I have no idea.
I think they're just trying to keep the longevity because they can only keep your interest for so long, sort of deal.
With the same stories over and over. How many times are we gonna buy zombies?
Well, I think it is. Well, was it like 12 episodes usually a season?
I guess, yeah.
So they only do 6, and then like, okay, we want you to keep wanting it, so we're gonna put a 2-month break, and then you'll want it more. It's always like that first half is super slow,
and then the next part, like
the
they
second
keep you
half,
for the next part. It's like, oh my god,
yeah,
so much going on.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna
hate
buy
that shit.
Yeah, I'm over it.
But I still want to watch it. But I'm stuck watching it with my wife. Gotta watch Vikings, Westworld season 2, Game of Thrones. Do you watch that?
No.
What? I'm just trying to come to terms with how you haven't watched it yet. It's so good. One of the best shows. You're just not interested?
Not really.
What doesn't get you about it?
I just don't care.
But like,
maybe if I watched one episode I'd care, but as of right now I just don't.
I would tell you this, if you watch one episode, you won't care. You gotta watch season 1.
Well then.
Like 12 hours. That's it. 10 hours.
Eh.
What do you mean? What are you doing today?
Nothing.
You're not watching football?
Nope.
I'll be watching football.
I don't know. It's only 11. I don't know what I'm going to be doing.
True. It's only 11. I think I'm trying to hit up the outlet malls today, too. You get some normal clothes. You got too much sport stuff. Can't wear...
You need some trousers.
Trousers. I could do that. Pregnant pause.
Trousers and polos.
I don't want polos.
Polos make everybody look like a jackass.
I've been like tempted to shave my beard. No?
Yeah.
Like,
it's nice and like shaped today.
Thank you.
However you groomed it. Looks good.
I didn't groom it. I woke up like this.
Whoa.
Hey.
Oh.
Exactly.
Damn.
I did shave my head yesterday. Not because I'm a white supremacist though. Just because I had to.
Just because necessity deems it. Just because genetics made me.
I was born this way. Don't judge me. I'm not from South Carolina.
I could only have perfect hair here, not on the head. You had to choose one.
Like, I hate it so much. They make it seem like it's so easy to be bald, but it's not.
No,
you have to, like,
I imagine it takes more maintenance to like shave, and then you have to learn how to shave your head.
I mean, that's not the hard part. It's just time consuming, because if you don't shave it at the proper point, it becomes too hard to shave, and you have to like let it grow out longer than it definitely needs to be. It's like really patchy grass on the lawn. Yeah.
But on your scalp.
Yes. And like you're forced to like kind of wear a hat, and if you don't wear a hat, it's like, oh damn, you do look old.
Oh.
Yeah. It's all good though. I kind of have this like science down where I can get it like once a week. I shave it like every Friday. That's the sweet spot right now.
You got a little routine going.
Yeah, I just got to keep it up. What do you got planned for this week, Sam?
Coming to terms with being back from a trip.
That's not easy to do.
I know. And like I have to go to work tomorrow, and I'm just like, it was a work trip, so my boss is like, well, what'd you learn? You have to apply what you've learned. It was like, I learned I didn't want to live in New Orleans. Like, how do you want me to apply to that? Never moved to New Orleans? Gotcha.
There you go. Done. We made it happen.
Easy. So I don't know. I'm going to have to pull something out of my ass for that.
Do they make you do that shit? Like, explain what you learned.
Pretty much.
Why?
Because my boss is an idiot. She's the worst. The worst.
And if you're listening to this podcast, you're not the worst. You're actually not that bad.
No, you're the fucking worst.
Damn! I try to soften the blow for you.
You are legit the worst. Learn how to communicate.
My boss is pretty cool. Oh, so I gotta do an internship program next semester.
Sweet.
And I was telling you this earlier. And so the communications degree internship is so broad. It's like, if I worked in sales, they would just ask me to change positions to some other like sales position possibly. Just as long as it's a different title, it counts as credit.
It's crazy. It's not an internship.
It is not. It's because they want you to, well, the way they work this as a comm major is that you use communication in everything. So even if you're not directly with someone, you're communicating down to your employees or to your uppers, or if you're in like customer service, you're communicating with people over the phone and email. It's so dumb.
Why don't you just ask them if you can just like shadow me for a day and like go to one of the classes I teach and then just use that?
Well, so
because then you can get it over with in like one day.
I still need 120 hours.
Oh, I can lie for you.
Hey, don't tempt me with a good time. So like the basics are, it can't be a mom and pop. It has to have more than 5 employees, and that's really about it. And as long as I'm using my comm. So I talked to my boss about it, and we haven't gotten too deep into it, but essentially I talked about how maybe I could help with like social media presence and like make videos.
That's cool.
But yeah, and I'm not, any good at it, but hey, if it can help build a portfolio of like, hey, I started here and I started this, and I can send it off to other people.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Yep. So so my internship, I started at Goat Cat.
You should.
But we don't have 5 employees.
We got cats. I
True.
got 3 cats. We got 5 people in this house right now.
True. But yeah, I could even probably apply some of that into this, and then like we can actually get like a video.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. Except we're going to start dressing a lot nicer.
No, fuck no. They get what they see.
This is Goat Cat.
This is, so we talked about another like cast, the pot one.
Yeah.
But so what I think is so funny, we can just use our name for everything. Goat Cat Grass Cast.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
The Goat Cat Cast.
Where we talk all things feline.
It's just we just leave the microphone on in a room full of cats and see
what
happens.
Oh my god. The problem is that would get more hits.
Yeah, I know. Just like spray catnip everywhere, close the door, and come back in an hour. What'd you kids get up to?
We should actually think about doing that.
Probably.
Because there's an ASMR video of Dragon Ball Z.
Ooh.
It's pretty funny, but I don't get it.
Is it that fish lady? She looks like a fish.
Fish lady.
Oh, that's like ASMR. This chick she's just like whispering and just like sounds really wet, and I can't stand her.
It sounds like that, but with the Dragon Ball Z characters, and like they're yelling and charging up and fighting. I don't understand the whole ASMR like wave.
Supposedly it's soothing. I don't know. It just annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like
it annoys me.
But
no end. It
was just really funny seeing Dragon Ball Z, out of all things. Maybe we can get a kitty ASMR of them like rubbing up on the microphone.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we got an ASMR of kitty rubs.
We got 45 minutes of pure unadulterated cat rub on this microphone.
Like, but I'm not even kidding. I'd probably do more hits than this shit.
Oh, probably.
And I would, whatever.
That should be our intro. Just. That should be our intro.
Fucking fake cat noises. Oh, see that? I think that would almost ruin it. Like just hearing the big old. But there'd be someone like with their headphones, like, "Fuck yeah, this is everything."
I sleep so hard tonight. So whenever the cats are like licking themselves really weird like that, like I just start doing it like to fake make fun of them.
Yes.
And they give me the dirtiest fucking look.
It's like, what are you doing? It's like, what are you doing?
It's like you're making fun of my culture, man.
Oh, hey, speaking of cultures, did you see that whole thing about essentially making fun of white people for having no culture whatsoever? And then some white person responded, was like, yeah, but do you have birthday parties for your dog? And they're like, all right, you got us.
All right. Yeah.
That's kind of sad, though, because you talked about having a little birthday party.
Yeah, I know. My cat just turned 8, and so I'm super excited for when he turns 15. We're going to throw him a quinceañera, which is a Mexican birthday party for a girl who turns 15.
Is it a quinceañera or a quinceañera? Like a kitty?
Oh, stop.
Come on, that was good.
It's going to be a quince quinceañera.
Quinceañera.
Yeah, that's going to be for trouble. He's just like this crotchety old man cat who just loves attention, so it's going to be great.
And we realize a quinceañera is for a little girl, but they are neutered, and they are kind of fluid in what they are.
Basically, they're just things. They're just, you know. Yeah, I'm excited. He's got to hold on for like what 7 more years, and we can have a quince. I'm super stoked about it. I think he is too. I just don't think he knows yet.
I mean, that's a long ways away.
Yeah, we got a long time to plan. We got a long time to save up for our mariachi band.
Oh my god.
I'm super excited. You don't understand.
You gonna get a real band?
Fuck yeah.
Dude, and that's what's wrong with white people. We think Kanye's crazy. We want a little mariachi band for kiddies.
I fully admit that I'm crazy.
Okay, as long as you know.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt. No doubt in my batshit crazy mind that I am crazy.
And also, for us white people who y'all say we don't have culture, we take our animals serious and we give them costumes. Yep. Sam hooked it up with her cats.
Yep. One's going to be a cowboy, one's going to be Zorro, and one's going to be a pretty, pretty princess.
One of my cats is just going to be overweight, and the other one will not be.
That is going to be the before and after pictures.
Pretty much. Well, shit, Sam. What else you got going on? I think...
I think I'm done.
Wrapped it up early today.
Literally all that's going on in my life: kitty costumes and being back from vacation.
Yeah, I'm over here still trying to plan out. Like, I was saying this. We'll wrap up with this. I was trying to figure out where I want to go for like my dirty 30. Oh yeah, he's cute. And I don't know. I think I'm just gonna like go somewhere on my own. Like I want to like
road trip.
I don't know. I want to like fly.
And so you have more time to do things.
Yeah,
I feel you.
And so. Like, I want to, like, get all my friends together, but I don't think it's going to work out the way I want.
It's really hard to get people together. Like, as we found out with, like, James's party.
Yes.
Like, it's hard to get everybody together to do the same thing without someone being like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, I wanted to, like, do, like, a travel sort of deal. Like, all right, if you want to come, you got to kind of pay for your own way. But then it was, like, I always know it's, like, last minute. Like, oh, by the way, I didn't buy plane tickets till 2 weeks before, and I can't do it now.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think I might just do a solo trip with my wife. Okay, I want to go to either Washington, Oregon. I've thought about Colorado, even California, like LA, San Diego area would be kind of cool.
Pasadena's super nice. My cousin lives in Pasadena.
Yeah.
Just right out of LA. Just a real nice place to just like have like a home base, and you can still like go to other places and be like out of LA. So if you don't want to like wake up and you're in downtown LA, it's just kind of like a nice like breather zone. Yeah, so we'll see. Like, I'm still like trying to figure it all out. I even thought about going like Tennessee. Like, I want to go to Nashville so bad. Right, it'd be pretty fucking cool. I want to go to Nashville. Country music capital of the world. Is that what it'd be? It's music. It's the music capital of the world. Blues, jazz. We're the live music capital. Right? We're live music. Okay. We have more live music than any other place, but Nashville is definitely the music capital of the world. Yeah. So Music City. Even, I mean, I don't know. It's so hard to say like where I want to go. I got like weird birthday time. And then, when is your birthday? January 20th. Oh, okay. So mine's less than a month away. What are you gonna do? November 3rd. I think we all have some things going on, which are more than I think invited to, because Real Friends is gonna be in town. on my birthday.
Where at?
In Austin.
The Emos?
Some venue. No, it's not.
Did you see Taking Back Sunday's coming?
Yeah.
And they're playing Tell All Your Friends. I'm tempted as fuck.
Yeah, me too. Oh, I was so pissed.
Why?
Wednesday, being in New Orleans when Fall Out Boy came to town and Machine Gun Kelly and Stage Champ. I was so pissed. Oh, man.
What time was that show
pissed. I found out about 8:45, but I'd already been walking around all day long. I was exhausted. I smelled like shit. And also, like, I'd have had to get an Uber, like, all the way out of town to go to the whatever venue it was at, and then pay a ticket, you know. Oh, so tired. But I was so pissed. And I think by the time, like, I had known that they were performed, I think that State Champs had just finished up.
Right, yeah.
And it was going to be time for Machine Gun Kelly, then Fall Out Boy. I was like, you know what, I'm done.
I feel like you should have Machine first.
Yeah, and then State Champs, and then...
Because Machine Gun's dead after what Eminem did to him.
Oh, exactly. He's just a space filler. He's just hanging out.
I still think they wrote the lyrics, Fall Out Boy, for Machine Gun Kelly to attack Eminem. And then they
turned around and sold other lyrics to Eminem. Like,
yeah.
Here, tear him up.
Oh. Well, no, I think they saw what Eminem did to Machine Gun. Like, you know what? Good luck. You're on your own.
Peace.
Ask P. Diddy for help. Because we can't. I'm a lyricist, but damn.
You might want to call Usher and J Beebs and see if they'll help you. Because we're done. We can only do so much. We're barely back on the radio.
Ask Yee. He's crazy enough. He's crazy enough to get on it.
Give Kanye a call.
But, yeah, I don't think I got anything going on this week.
Oh, good. But anyway, we're going to Real Friends.
There you go.
Yeah, we're going to Real Friends for my birthday. Friday. My birthday's on a Saturday night.
Okay.
So the 2nd, November 2nd, we're going to be here. We're going to chill out at the house, go to Zelix, get all my free drinks from the guys there, come back here, chill. But then Saturday, we're going to go see Real Friends and whoever they're with. But then we're going to go to a titty bar because I've never been to a titty bar before.
Which one?
I don't know yet.
I always hear the Yellow Rose is like top tier, but I don't know where it's at.
Nice.
And the one next to my campus is called Expose.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's good. And there's one not too far down the road from that called the Palace. So
Palace Men's Club?
Yes.
I've heard it's a chain. I've heard of that one before.
Yeah.
But I've never been to a titty bar before, so I think we're just going to go to a titty bar.
Yeah.
You should have a good old time.
Go on a Saturday?
It's a Saturday night, yeah.
Yeah, you'd be seeing the A-Team at least. So.
Nice.
I went one Halloween.
So if you're down to go to Real Friends and then to a titty bar, you're more than welcome.
Always down. Don't know how my wife feels about titty bars, but...
She can come too.
Yeah, okay. She's going to be really about that.
She can go too.
I think we're all going to come.
Oof. Oof.
But
I don't know if I can get my hands on some of the members of Real Friends. We'll see.
Get me. It's my birthday.
It's my birthday.
You have to do something.
Ooh.
Here's a t-shirt. No. I want more.
This is 28. Let's hit it.
Oh shit. Oh.
But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Whatever happens. When was Taking Back Sunday coming down? Do you know?
I don't remember.
I feel like it's November-ish.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
There's a lot of good shows coming up this fall.
Actually, they might be like March.
That's a long time away from November.
True. I feel like I get my dates mixed up all the time.
I just think it's crazy how Panic at the Disco and Fall Out Boy are on the radio right now and are massively huge.
Makes
nuts. Backstreet Boys have a song on the radio. Eminem's coming back. New Kids on the Block is having a new tour and they released a new song. This is blowing my mind.
Eminem's never been gone.
This is true, but he's like in focus right now.
Yeah. Well, his last album wasn't the hottest, as he likes to talk about.
Yeah. But I mean, it feels like the early 2000s are making a comeback. I feel like my people are coming back. This is my time.
Your people?
Yeah.
Who's your people?
All those dirty emo pop punk kids from the early thousands are just slowly coming out of the woodwork.
I thought you were going to say white.
Majority of them were white.
Yeah. New Kids on the Block.
I'm super stoked.
All right. Well, Sam, I think that's going to wrap it up for this week. You want to leave our listeners with any final words?
If you ever go to New Orleans, don't bring your shoes back. Just burn them.
That's like a life advice.
Yeah, no, I brought my shoes into the house and the cat peed on them because they smelled so bad.
Or you were checking my shoes real quick?
No, I think yours just got loved on real hard. Mine got peed on because they smelled like piss and vomit and other city. So yeah, if you come back from New Orleans, leave your shoes there.
Just get some cheap flip-flops from the airport.
Yep. Just wear them home.
Nice. Well, that's about it for this week, guys. Thank you for tuning in again. You can reach us at GoatCat Podcast on Twitter, goatcatpodcast@gmail.com. Find us on iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, YouTubes, on the YouTubes. And if there's any other services that you know about, let us know. We'll throw it up there. I've thought about putting on SoundCloud and then iHeartRadio. There's like a pot. I just haven't looked on how to do it. That's why.
Why not? We can start a rap group.
Oh,
so it can be on SoundCloud.
There you go. We'll get like a famous tweet.
Yeah.
And then we'll be like, hey, by the way, come check out our SoundCloud.
Yeah.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I said, guys, thank you for tuning in. Catch you next week.
Bye.